Hi, welcome to class. My name is Kelly. Today we're going to work on lower body strength with a little bit of core. You'll need a mat which you should lay outside onto me like this. Do that now. You'll also need a resistance tube. I'd like you to check your tubing by running your fingers along it like this to see if there's any nicks or wearing. Once you've checked your tubing, place it on the floor out of the way. We'll get warmed up. Keep some water handy for hydration. Wear some sturdy athletic shoes. Let's get started. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders. Soften your knees. Lengthen out through your waistline. Pull your shoulder blades down and back. Take a big deep breath and reach up. Pull down left, reach up right. Inhale up. Pull down right, reach up left. Reach up. Both hands. Exhale, open the arms and roll your shoulders down and back. Now squat down and up. Keep your chest facing forward. Feet are comfortably apart, maybe a little wider than your shoulders. You're sitting back through your hips. 4 more. Getting a little deeper as you get warmer. Now squat down, reach across to the left, swivel the right foot. Do the same on the other side. Reach across. Reach across. Last one. Now reach side to side. Reach all the way across. Release the heel so you swivel the foot. That keeps your knees safe and allows your hips to comfortably rotate with you. Pull back through your opposite elbow. Give me 8, 7. Proud chest, pull back through the opposite elbow. Last one. Take both hands, reach up. Take your wrist, pull up and over. Other side, pull up and over. Come back to the center, pull back. Bring your hands down, roll your shoulders back. Step your feet a little wider into a wide stance. All 10 toes face forward. Hips forward. Shift across to the right. Press your hips forward. To the left. And press your hips forward. To the right. Hips forward. Couple more. Shift across. Lift up. Now turn your heels in and toes out to 10 and 2 if you were standing on a clock. Squat down. Open the knees to the side and shift a little bit side to side. Press the knees back and feel that stretch in your groin. Now drop your right shoulder down. Look up over your left shoulder as you press the right knee back. Other side, press the left knee back. Look up over your right shoulder. Repeat that. Press the knee back and press the knee back. Come back to the center, press both knees back, sink down, toes forward, squat, lift up, roll your shoulders back. Now step your feet hip distance apart. Step a little forward so you've got space behind you. Take a big step back with your right leg onto the ball of your foot. Take your right hand, reach up. Pull down with your left elbow. Both hands up. Open the chest, bring your heel to the floor, stretching the calf. Now, lift up the heel and roll the heel back to the floor. Mobilizing your ankle. One more. Step forward. Other side, big step back with your left leg. Take your left hand, reach right up. Both hands up, both hands down. Press your heel to the floor, stretching the calf. Now, lift and press. Pressing the heel to the floor, getting some mobility in your ankle, warming up. One more. Very good. Step forward, roll both shoulders back. We are warmed up and ready to start our strength work for our lower body. Pick up your tubing. We're going to do 2 sets of each exercise. We'll start with the right leg with a sumo squat. So we did a sumo squat in the warm-up. It should be feeling somewhat familiar. Pull the tubing up to your hips Or for more challenge, pull the tubing up to your shoulders. Step your left leg diagonally back, squat down and come up. Squat and come up. Now we're going to do each move for a lot of reps. So if you get to a point where you feel like you can't keep going, it's really uncomfortable, take a break. Join back in when you're ready. We've got 2 sets of each side, so we'll do right then left, then something for both sides. Then we're going to repeat that. Sit back, open the knees, keep your chest lifted. Hold your right foot stationary to anchor the tube. Left foot steps out to 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Done. Bring the hands down, and now let's do the other side. Anchor the tube underneath your left foot. Pull up to your hips, or if you want more challenge, pull up to your shoulders. Hands on the inside of the shoulders. Step out, squat, and come in. Join me now. Step the right leg out. The left leg stays stationary. You're pulling yourself forward and up. Bring that leg in. Open the knees. So press your knees back so you get a stretch in the groin, just like we did in that sumo squat in our warm-up. That warm-up move was to get us ready for this move. Press back through the knees. Draw yourself forward. One more. Good. Bring the tubing down. Step both feet into the tube. Now bring the hands across to the opposite hips. Rest them on the sides of your hips. Lift your chest. Sit back a little. Bend your knees in a semi-squat. Now, lift the right and lift the left. Slightly back. Let me show you side on. If I'm standing at 3 and 9 o'clock on a clock face, I'm pressing back to 4 and 8 o'clock with the leg out and back. You'll feel this in the sides of your glute. Keep the knees soft. Keep the knees soft. Keep your feet apart. Don't let your feet come together. Press back. Very good. All right, we do our second set now. Take your foot off the tube on the left side. Anchor the tube underneath your right foot. Pull up to your hips, or for more challenge, pull up to the insides of your shoulders. Left leg steps back to 8 o'clock. Back and step in. Sitting back, open through your inner thighs. Press the knees open. Draw yourself forward and in from your right leg so that you're not pushing from your left leg to come in. Make the right leg do 80% of the work. Squat down and open up. Press the knees back. Come up tall. One more. Bring your hands down. Let's do the other side. Pull up to your hips, or for more challenge, pull up to your shoulders. Left leg stays right where it is at 12 o'clock. Right leg steps back to 4 o'clock. Let's go. Back and come up. So, 2 sets per side for our standing work. Sit back and lift up. Make that left leg do all the work, or most of the work. One more. Good. Bring your hands down. Step onto the tube with both feet. Cross the handles over. Pull up to your hips. Soften your knees and sit back just a little. Lift your chest. Drop your shoulders. Let's go, penguins. Press diagonally back. So if you're standing at 3 and 9 on a clock, you press the heel back, not the toe, but the heel back to 4 and 8. To 4 and 8. I have to think about that. Try not to sway your body. Sway the whole body, but not sway your body like this. Stay upright and quite rigid through your torso, so you're stabilizing and staying strong for your spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. Take your left foot out, anchor the tube underneath your right foot. Next move, rear lunge. Right leg's the working leg, left leg is the moving leg. Bring your hands up to your shoulders if you want more challenge, tubing on the insides of your arms. You're going to step your left leg back onto the ball of the foot, sink down, and step forward. Join me now. Let's go. Back and come up. Sink down. Two sets. Each side is very challenging, especially on that second set, so pace yourself. Maybe take a shorter range of motion. If you can, take that deep range of motion all the way through the set. One more. Good. Bring your hands down. Take the tube out from underneath your right foot. Anchor it under the arch of your left foot. Pull up to your hips, or if you want more challenge, pull up to your shoulders. Rear lunge. Right leg moves back, left leg's the working leg. Here we go. Back and come up. So a rear lunge has a balance challenge. Bend the knee, sink down and come up. So if you feel a little wobbly, keep your feet a little wider apart, hip to shoulder distance. Step back onto the ball of your foot and bend your back knee. We're almost there for our first set. Last one. Very good. Now bring both hands down. Step your other foot onto the tubing and even out the resistance right and left. Cross the handles over. Pull up to your hips. Take a little step to your left. Soften the knees, sit back. 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left. Keep your feet at least hip distance apart. 2 little steps. Try not to drag your foot across the floor with the tubing underneath it. That will wear on your tube and may cause it to break. So take 2 little steps. Just 2 little steps. You'll be feeling this in the glutes, in your rear. I know you must be, because I am too. One more time. Very good. Oh, uncross the tubing. Take your left foot out. Anchor the tube evenly, right and left, but underneath your right foot. Rear lunge. Pull up to your hips, or for more challenge, pull up to the shoulders on the inside. Left leg lunges back. Here we go. Lunge back and step forward. There's that balance challenge. I just felt it, lost my concentration and lost my balance. Always got to stay focused. Bend your back knee. Step onto the ball of your foot. And then come up tall. Sink down and come up. One more. Good, let's do the other side. Bring the tube out from underneath your foot. Anchor it underneath the arch of your left foot. Pull up to your hips. For more challenge, pull up to the insides of your shoulders. Feet hip distance. Rear lunge. Left leg's the working leg. Right leg is the moving leg. Here we go. Back and come up. Back and come up. Sink down and lift it. Take a big step back. Come up tall in between. Good. Second set. Always more challenging. Take a break if you need to. Keep going if you can, even if it means going through a shallower, a smaller range of motion, making the movement smaller is fine if you can keep going. Last one. Good. Now bring your hands down. Step onto the tube. Get even tension right and left. Take a little step to your left. Cross the handles over. Pull up to your hips. Lift your chest. Sit back and bend the knees. 2 steps to the right, 2 to the left. 2 little steps. Lift and place the feet so you're not tempted to drag on the mat or on the floor. You don't want to drag on your tubing, it will cause it to wear. 2 little steps will do the trick to strengthen your glutes in a meaningful way. While this exercise strengthens the glutes, it actually helps protect your knees. It helps, strengthens the muscles that hold your knees in good alignment. Last one. Very good. Put your tubing down. We are heading to the mat. We are done with the tubing. Come down onto the floor. Onto your back. Now, have your right foot on the floor, left foot in the air, palms of your hands face up, shoulders down. Flex the right foot. Press up and down. Push the heel into the floor. Dig your heel in. Lift the hips one more time. Very good. Let's do the other side. Bring the foot up. Flex the foot, flex the ankle. Now you're going to just lift the hips as much as you want to, or as much as you can. Flex your left ankle so that the ball of the foot is lifted, just your heel is touching on the mat. Here we go. Up and down. Dig your heel downwards as you press the other heel towards the ceiling. Relax your shoulders, flat on the mat. Press up. Ooh, almost there. This strengthens the glutes. Again, it's good for the knees, it's also good for your back. It strengthens the glutes. One more. Very good. Put the foot down, roll onto your tummy. Let's do a plank with a knee drop. Come onto your knees and forearms. Tuck your toes under. Bring your shoulders forward over your elbows. Now lift the knees up. Lift the knees and bend the knees. Tap them lightly. Lift the knees and tap them lightly. Stay lifted through the back of your head. So try not to let your head drop. Straighten the knees. Tighten out the front of your thighs. So tighten up. Pull the kneecaps up and down. You'll feel this in your core, your midsection, as well as the front of your thighs, also in the shoulders. And come down. Come back onto your back. Let's do that bridge again. Onto your side, roll back, right leg first, left leg up, hands out to the side, palms up, shoulders down and back, flex your right ankle, here we go, up and down. Like you're making a footprint on the ceiling with your left leg, dig your right heel into the floor to lift the hips up, down and up. Right up and down. This is challenging because it's one leg at a time. Two more. One more. Good. Bring that leg down. Shake out your right leg. Other side. So bring your right leg up. Flex the ankle. Bring your left leg in towards you and flex the ankle. Here we go, up and down. Push up the heel like you're making a footprint on the ceiling. Keep your hips square and level. You'll feel a contraction maybe in the front of your left shin, as well as the glute on the left, maybe a little bit in the front thigh on the right, holding your leg up. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg down. Roll onto your side and then flip over onto your tummy. For that plank with the knee drop, here's our last exercise. Come onto your knees, come onto your forearms, bring your shoulders forward over your elbows, tuck your toes under, lift the knees and lower the knees. Lift up through the back of your head. So the back of your head is lifted. Your hips are level. You're not piking nor sagging in the middle. Bend and straighten. Strengthening so many different areas of the body. The front of your thighs, your core, and the whole of the shoulder girdle. One more. Come down onto your hips. Flatten out your shoelaces. Separate your hands. Now press the hands into the mat. Pull your navel in. point your tailbone down. So lengthen your tailbone away from you. Press your shoulders down. Press your chest through your arms. Pull in. Good. Come onto your side. And let's stretch out the front of your thighs. Take hold of the shin, ankle, or foot and pull that leg back. Now the foot doesn't have to move towards your bottom, but you do want to move the leg back. Move it back and then feel that opening right out through the front of your thigh and the front of your hip. Pull that back. Good, let's do the other side. Come up and across. Rest on your forearm, take a hold of your shin, ankle, or foot, and pull back. Lift your chest, pull the thigh back. Feeling that opening through the front of your thigh. Pulling back. Very good, bring that forward. Now, come onto your back and let's stretch out the hips. Cross your right ankle over the left, open the knee to the side, and then pick the left foot up off the floor. Take your right hand in between and through and take a hold of your hamstring on the left side and pull that in. Just pulling that in. Deep stretch for the hips. We worked the hip rotator muscles really hard today. So I want to give them some love and a little bit of a stretch. Just rock a little bit, side to side. Good. Uncross the leg. Other side. Cross, open to the side. Reach in between and around. Pull in. Deep hip stretch, rock a little side to side. Very good. Now take a hold of the right leg again, flex the foot, press up and bend. Press up and bend. It strengthens the front of your thigh at the same time it stretches the back of your thigh, your hamstring. Hold up and stay there. Circle the ankle. Circle it the other way. And bend the knee. Other side. Take a hold. Pull in. Flex the foot. Press up and bend. Up and bend. Up. Bend. Up and hold. Circle your ankle. Circle it the other way. Bend. Pull both knees in to your body. Roll onto your side. And let's come up to standing. Come to your knees in all fours. Then lift up to high kneeling. Bring one leg forward. And step up halfway. Come all the way up slowly. Spinal rotation, reach across. Roll both shoulders back. Now tilt your right ear over to your right shoulder. Lift up, left ear, left shoulder. And lift up. Inhale, open through your chest. Exhale down, tilt the head, lift, tilt the head. Let's repeat that one more time. Inhale, open the chest. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. Exhale down, tilt the head to the side and lift to the side and lift. And we are done. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's class. We did a lot of strength training for the hips, thighs, and the backs of the thighs, the whole of the legs. So you might feel a little sore tomorrow. We did more on one side than we normally do. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.